We therefore invite Mr. Sayer, Master of the Apple Tree Tavern, to take the chair as our first Grand Master.
In the divine right to rule.
In the divine right to rule. In the divine right to rule.
Napoleon, Alexander the Great, Donald Trump, we're all cut from the same cloth.
Alexander the Great, his mother, she worshipped in a temple where they revered serpents.
Who knew you and Dick Cheney cousins?
You know, listen, I don't think I'm going to family reunion. I don't know how I'll be greeted. But no, you know, these folks have been doing all these genealogies on me, and
Right.
You know, they've found all sorts of strange connections.
This is what did you make of that story? For those who don't know this, so Lynn Cheney, the vice president's wife, has been doing some genealogy connected to her latest book, and lo and behold, way back, 8 generations ago?
8 generations or
you
something.
and Mr. Cheney apparently have some distant relative. What did you make of that story when it came?
You know, I actually knew about it because somebody had done some genealogy before, and they had sent it to me, this long sheet, and you know, had all these famous names, you know, Mark Twain and this and that and the other, and then Dick Cheney, and I took a pause.
George Washington, Thomas Jefferson, William Howard Taft, and President Barack Obama. One young girl traced them all back to one common ancestor.
They're all cousins and all grandsons of John Lackland.
It's the first family tree of its kind. Pouring through more than 500,000 names for months, 12-year-old Bridge Ann d'Avignon discovered that all the U.S. presidents, except Martin Van Buren, are related to the former King of England, John Lackland Plantagenet, signer of the Magna Carta in 1215.
Together you shall spread light to future generations.
She shall be called woman because she was taken out of man.
They also represent 3 very important elements. They are wisdom, strength, and beauty.
Because it was never forgotten by the sons of the serpent that when they went to Atlantis, the most responsive ones were the females, and they were more like the chosen ones. And it is from this era of the ancient world in the pre-Diluvian age that we have the cult of the priestess.
Marina Abramovich.
We have the rise of the great matriarchies.
Helena Blavatsky. Alice Bailey.
I bring it all together. I'm the beautiful one. I bring it all together beautifully.
I want to thank you to all the male feminists that came today. You guys are so important.
Music!
The 2018 American Music Awards opened with a performance from Taylor Swift.
I say I did something bad. I want to feel so good. I say I did something bad. It wasn't feel so good.
So the influential pop star proceeds to sing about how witches and women are being persecuted. So light me up, light me up, light me up. Go ahead and light me up. This line where she sings light me up has a double meaning. The first meaning refers to a witch being burned at the stake, basically saying, I'm guilty as charged, so light me up. The second and more esoteric meaning becomes clear as she continues to repeat the phrase, light me up, light me up, light me up. And then this giant serpent with glowing eyes emerges from the stage. Now she is making a reference to Eve and the forbidden fruit. After all, the knowledge of good and evil is described as light by Luciferians and Illuminists. The serpent is also known as the light bearer, Lucifer, the morning star. Again, this is the externalization of the hierarchy, a satanic invocation where the covens of the cobra and the brotherhoods of the serpent gather to publicly celebrate rebellion against our Creator and our subsequent fall from grace. As you can see, what used to be done in the shadows of the windowless stone lodge is now being done in front of the masses for all to see.
Taylor also posted this pic with a pregnant friend backstage and described herself as, quote, mother of snakes.
Said proceeds will go to Planned Parenthood. You mean the same Planned Parenthood that was started by Margaret Sanger, who believed this?
Do you believe in sin? When I say believe, I don't mean believe in committing sin. Do you believe there is such a thing as sin?
Well, I think the greatest sin in the world is bringing children into the world that have disease from their parents, that have no chance in the world to be a human being, practically. Delinquents, prisoners, all sorts of things just marked when they're born. That, to me, is the greatest sin that people can commit.